Hey Chad, this is Lori with Soul Sisters Digital Design. Thanks for chatting with me yesterday. I apologize for getting this out to you late. Had some issues with my equipment. Had to did record it, but it didn't sound clear that my microphone wasn't working. But in any case, I am shooting this video to show you how your business kind of stacks up against your competition online and to give you some steps you can take to improve things. So as Google crawls the web, it really looks for three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Those are the things that I will be talking about today because of that. So when I'm speaking about content, I'm really just talking about the words and images on your site. Google likes to see anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 words minimum on the page, and that gives it a good idea of what you do, kind of, and where you are. The amount really depends on the competition and the number of keywords needed. So, a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And your content is what allows you to really let Google know what you want to be found for. So, by placing those keywords all throughout your page, you tell Google exactly what kind of people might be interested in your service. So, for example, if you're a plumber in Middleburg, you want to tell Google that multiple times. So there's really no doubt about what it is that you do, where you are, and it can tell users that you exist. Now, I've got your website pulled up here. I really love the way that it looks. I love the pictures that you've got of your actual job sites. It really shows people clearly, kind of, in picture form, what you do. But what I don't see a lot of is content. So I actually copied and pasted your content into a word counter, and I can see that you are actually sitting at about 254 words. So there's not a lot here that tells people, there's not a lot of keywords in here that are telling people what you do and where you are. So I had actually found you when I searched for landscape design, Middleburg, Florida. And so usually when I do something like that, when I do a Google search, if there's enough businesses, the first thing that'll come up is a map pack. Um, there's no map pack for that particular search. So instead, oh wait, yes there is. Hold on, I'm on page 2. My bad. So here's the map pack. So more and more people are using these maps. And so the way that you get in here and how you get ranked in these top three is that you want to make sure, which I'm not sure if this is you or not, because it's a different kind of name and it's a different phone number. So not sure if that's related or not, probably is. But in any case, how you get in here is you first of all have a Google business page because that's what it's driven by, and you want to have that as completely filled out as possible. You want to also have your name, address, and phone number listed in as many relevant directories on the web as possible. Now, that could be things like Yelp. It could be that Who Is. It could be Yellow Pages. But the more times you have your name, address, and phone number appearing in them in exactly the same format, the more power it gives your profile because each place you do that is considered a citation. And the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. Below that's what we call the organics, a non-paid, and ideally you want to be in the top 3 as well there. By being in the top 3, you will see about a 3 in both the map pack and in this first page of Google, you will see about a 30% increase in traffic to your website. So when I was looking for someone to compare you against, I look at the organic results and I don't count these directories like Who Is, Yelp. I don't count those. Home Advisor is also a directory, so is Angie's List. So the first real competitor I see is this lawnstarter.com. So I chose them. Yellow Pages is a directory, BBB is a directory, and then the next one that I saw is this Marion Lawn. So those are the two that I chose to compare you against. So here is Lawn Starter. They have a little bit more content than you do. And so that is one of the reasons, in fact, they've got a lot more content. That is one of the reasons they are ranking above you in the organic results. Um, and then, although their site doesn't look nearly as good as yours does, but it is built more for ranking. And then Marion Lawn and Landscape. they need some assistance as well because they don't have hardly any content at all. Now, let's look at your website through a tool that I have called RS. And what this does is it allows me to take a look at your website and see what kind of stats you have, what you're being found for, etc. How strong your backlink profile, which we'll get to in a second, is. But as I can see from this, you aren't really getting any traffic to that website. You're not being found for any keywords. So let's take a look instead at Lawn Starter. Now, they're not a whole lot better. They are getting not getting much traffic either, but they are being found for 5 keywords, um, one of which is grass landscape near me. Um, that's probably that's a little bit more of a buyer intent keyword. Like if somebody's looking for some landscape services, they might type something like that in. In any case, that term, you're getting about 40 searches per month for that term, and they're on position 18 for it. So they are working, it looks like, on their content and on their ranking. They're actively doing that. And then for Marion Lawn and Landscape, they've got 6 keywords that they are being found for. Most of which is, or some of which is their name, but lawn care, Middleburg, Florida, that is being searched 30 times per month, and they're in position 13. So they're on the second page for that. It's not getting them a whole lot of traffic. It does add up, but they need some work on that as well. Now, the other thing I use RS for is to take a look at the backlink profile. So, like I mentioned, one of the 3 things that Google's looking for, in addition to the citations and those keywords and content, is backlinks. So all a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another via a clickable hyperlinked text. Now these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses again to kind of build trust in your business by seeing other people vouching, other websites vouching for you. So it's literally like a popularity contest where the person with the most, the most friends, wins. And so you get more people kind of pointing at you, more websites. But not all links are created equal. So it's worth noting that those really need to be relevant to your industry, and local links work best. So let's take a look real quick. This UR and DR rating right here, which you're not really registering for yet. You've got a couple backlinks coming in, but this UR rating is typically a trust rating. So how much does Google trust you? These are normally on a scale of 0 to 100. And then DR is a power rating. So you're not really registering, at least as far as this tool is concerned yet. In contrast, Lawn Starter, like their trust rating is about a 14, and their power rating is about a 74. So even though they've only got one link, it's a good link. So it's really helping them boost them up. And then if you look at the Marion Landscape, they're not registering as well. So they have some backlinks coming in, but they're not good ones. So they're not really kind of registering on that power scale. But once your content, backlinks, and citations come together, you will begin ranking higher and higher, and more customers will find you. So again, my name is Lori Camp. I'm with Soul Sisters Digital Design. I'm based out of Stark. My number is 352-235-9803. If you find yourself wanting to hear a little bit more or to continue scaling, feel free to reach out. I can help you with any of the stuff or some more information. Basically, we can talk about your goals, and I can do some research to figure out exactly what might be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach your goals. Again, Lori Camp, Soul Sisters Digital Design, 352-235-9803. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to your feedback. Thanks. Bye-bye.